Thanks for joining us today on HXGN TV. I'm your host, Kyle Phelan, and today we'll be discussing the benefits of using environmental monitoring software with Jeff Livingston, the leader of automated inspection at Zimmer Biomet. Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kyle.
Great
It's good to
to
be
have
here.
you. So for those watching who may not know what Zimmer is all about, tell us a little more about what Zimmer Biomet does.
Yeah, we design, market, and manufacture orthopedic reconstructive devices, implants. We also manufacture dental implants, products for reconstructive surgeries, and then all the instruments that use to put those products in. So trauma products, bones, pins, things of that nature.
Now, it's to my knowledge that Zimmer is now implementing Pulse. How is that going?
Well, it's going great. We recently had Hexagon on site for 5 days completing the installation. Tom Stewart's team, led by Raj Shah, was on site for 5 days. And during that time, we hooked up 15 machines. They had the server up and working in 45 minutes, which was special. I mean, we have plenty of manufacturers that come in and do work for us, as you can imagine. But that team was prepped. They came in, they installed the product, and it's working very well for us. So great work by Hexagon.
So while you're using Pulse, how are you using that data? What are you using that data for?
Well, for starters, we're using the product as, it's a tool to us, and we're determining how to use the tool. We're getting so much information. For starters, we're using it just for temperature monitoring. So we have a compliance issue. We say in our procedures that our environments have to be monitored and controlled, and we use it to do that function.
Are there any other benefits while using Pulse other than the temperature monitoring that you mentioned?
Oh yeah, there's a number. I mean, again, the tool is so new to us, so we're learning. So if we could just look at a slide here, I can show you for the temperature environment. You can see clearly on the graphical part of this slide that that sinusoidal wave that you're seeing there is actually the temperature control, the air conditioning unit turning off and on. So from there you can see very precisely what we're monitoring. If we go to the next slide, Kyle, you'll also see that here's an environment that's a little bit smaller of a room for us. You can actually see the door opening and closing here. Our operators are putting products in and out of that machine as it's running. It pauses, and you can see on Pulse the temperature swing that's happening. And then lastly, on slide 3, we've got another environment here, and you can see that this one's more precisely controlled. The sinusoidal wave over the same 12-hour period is much smaller, and that is actually a newly remodeled lab that we have on site that's getting monitored by Pulse and controlled precisely the way we need it to.
At Zimmer, are you also taking advantage of Pulse's crash detection?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the other benefits that comes with the temperature portion is also vibration sensors. So we've got humidity, vibration, crash detection. So if you look at this slide here, we have just a normal series of events going on, and what you can see in the vibration data is you can actually see machine cycle time. So those little blips going on are the unnuation from the CMM itself running a product. So for us, we're getting uptime, downtime. If we go to the next slide, you also see that you can see where this slide is more, or this particular instrument is more burdened than the last instrument. So you get utilization out of that. So uptime, downtime, utilization. Again, it's a tool in the toolbox. We're just learning to use it and to be actionable with it. But that's where we are today.
So say we fast forward 12 to 24 months. What are the goals over the next 12 to 24 months, as I mentioned, for utilizing Pulse?
Right. We are in the process of outfitting the entire Warsaw campus. So we're talking 109 machines, probably up to 10 to 15 Optives by the end of this year, all running on Pulse. From there, we'll turn our attention to our other manufacturing sites located around the world. We manufacture product in Puerto Rico, Ireland, China, multiple sites in both those countries. And our goal would be to put Pulse on all those machines so that back in Warsaw, we can look and see how the machines are running, offer support for downtime, get field service involved from Hexagon standpoint, all the promises that we can deliver with the tool. And then also just look at utilization. Are those machines getting used properly? Are they getting optimized properly for the burden of where we're making the product, right? So It's a great actionable tool. I mean, you're bringing shop floor data right back into the hands of the engineers to be able to make improvements and decisions. So we're super excited.
If we think about Zimmer's overall mission, how does Pulse fit in there?
Well, it's compliance. It's just what we started with. The temperature compliance makes us compliant. The operations piece lets us get more products out. Between compliance and operations output, that's when we can go help people. Today I brought a video that I'd like to show simply to show folks what we really do with our products and what it means to our patients and doctors.
Well, Jeff, thanks for joining me today. Look forward to your session later in the week. To learn more about Pulse, visit hexagonmi.com/pulse. To watch more episodes of HXGN TV, visit hxgntv.com. Thanks for watching.